All right, Team Dynasty, welcome agents. And I just wanted to be in front of you again to start another great weekly training regarding really, I wanted to focus today. I feel that it's very important to cover the topic of prospecting a client, someone maybe that's new or not that familiar to you. How do we as realtors really just put ourselves in front of our client? How do we get them to buy in to whatever we're trying to say? And ultimately, how do we convert them from a prospect into a client? There's several steps that we're going to need to do to really just maximize our time, especially when it's a new prospect, or maybe we're doing a call and we only have 1 minute with this person. How do we engage them to make that conversation longer? How do we ultimately make them feel a little bit more comfortable to trust you, to share more information? And ultimately, are we pre-qualifying that client to make sure it's someone that we want to work with? So you're going to, in the course of 30 seconds to a minute, when you're talking and introducing and answering some questions with that person, ultimately, they're going to either kind of reject you and say, hey, I don't know you, how'd you get my number? And they're going to be kind of resistant. But there are several strategies that I want to share to get them to kind of open more up and ultimately share more information with you. And so hopefully this is very useful to you, because if you're newer in the business or if you're experienced, hopefully there's a few tips and tactics that I could share. And at this time, I'll start sharing my screen. I'll be sharing a little bit about my lessons of what I've learned in my past seminars that I've attended. And there is a script that I'll share with you. But what I got to say is you got to make the script your own. So take the flow of the conversation, take control. And you do that by asking really great questions and timing it perfectly. So what do I mean by that? So first of all, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. And this is going to come into what I call a little bit about lead generation and how are we converting phone calls. Okay, so I've shared this inside the company drive folder, and this is something that I personally written up myself about how every salesperson has situations where we are ultimately dealing with someone and they are either very demanding, they could be very indecisive, they could be not really telling you the truth about their financing or their background. They might not be even loyal to you. Normally, when you're calling buyers, for example, maybe you met them at an open house, maybe they called you at our company floor time or whatnot, you're going to be introduced to a buyer who might be kind of interviewing you over the phone. And at the same time, you need to have the mindset that you're interviewing them, but not necessarily a formality, more like, I want to know, how are we pre-qualifying these buyers? And are they having what's called true motivation, true intentions to buy a home? And we need to identify whether this prospect is someone that is qualified to work with me as a professional realtor. And so I don't want to teach you strategies and work with every single person that calls you. Sometimes we need to be able to not waste our time. It's okay to say no sometimes if we find that we're not a good fit for one another. I don't want you to be showing a lot of homes, spending a lot of energy, a lot of gas, a lot of time with prospects that won't commit to you or be kind of, just very, very exclusive to you. So that's where we need to kind of draw a line in the sand and try to find out, is this prospect someone very reasonable and someone I want to work with. So hopefully you can not make this like an interview style. You make this very natural, make it the conversation very easygoing. And so the great way to do this is to do it by asking questions, having a soft, approachable tone to your personality, have the right attitude that you're service oriented, you want to be there for him, you have a lot of good deals and a good eye for real estate and knowing how to be able to demonstrate your professionalism and where you add value. So a lot of times you're going to do that by setting the tone in your opening conversation. But generally speaking, you want to find a way to build some rapport, finding out what this is the goal, finding out what are their expectations, their objectives, their motivation and timing for buying that piece of property. And generally speaking, you want to hopefully find out if they've worked with another agent before, written any offers recently, and how long they've been doing this buying process. So that way you can kind of look for some red flags. And I'll mention red flags as cautions because there are some cautions to look out for when you ask the right question. They may trigger you to follow up with the subsequent question. That's very, very important to be able to pull out naturally in your head. So you got to practice this a lot. You got to make lots of prospecting calls or meet people at open houses. So that way, you know exactly when and how to pull out your questions and naturally do it while I'm showing a home or showing the open house. So here are some thoughts on questions that may help me understand the above cautions. Hey, client, I thank you for calling in, or thank you for coming to the open house. Have you recently or currently working with any other realtors in the past couple of months? Okay, and you wait and listen for their answer. So you're looking to buy here in Arcadia. That's great. It's a fantastic neighborhood. What are your objectives and what is your motivation regarding wanting to move towards Arcadia? Stop and listen. Do you have a specific time frame for moving into your next home? And you're looking for maybe, and a lot of times when I talk about the above, these questions here is sometimes I've heard them say, yeah, we absolutely need to move because we want to get into the school district for the next upcoming school year. Great. Sometimes I'm hearing into, oh, we're renting right now. Our landlord is selling the property. We need to be out ASAP. Sometimes I hear motivation saying, we're living with our family, our parents, and we want to get the hell out of here ASAP because I'm fed up living with so many people under the same roof. And those are kind of telling me they're motivated, okay? They're being open with you. They're kind of sharing personal information about their situation at their home right now. So if they give you ideas or give you clues, great. That means they're open to sharing some stuff with you. Regarding the first question about working with another realtor, that should be one of our first questions when we meet someone like an open house. So when they come in and say, welcome to 123 Main Street here in Temple City, it's so excited to meet you and thank you for joining and coming to our first open house weekend. I'm the listing agent or I'm the partner to the listing agent. And by any chance, how did you find our listing? Did you find this through the online or are you working with a real estate broker? And they'll either tell you I found, most of the time they say they're working with another agent if they are, because they should be trained by the realtor to share that they have a realtor in place. But if they found you through the internet or online, great, engage them and follow up with more questions. So they're going to say things like, oh, yes, I'm working with a realtor already. My realtor is, John Smith at ABC Realty. Great. Then you respect the agency relationship that they have and just say, I'm here, I'm available. If you have any questions, you want me to give you a tour of the home or you want to walk it yourself, blah, 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 blah. But normally, if they don't have any relationship, okay, I can find out by other questions that I will throw in during the conversation. So I'll ask things like, do you have any questions about the home purchasing process? And if they have a lot of questions, that tells me they haven't been guided by a realtor yet. But if they tell you, no, I know I've been already pre-approved by my lender, this and that, I bought in the past, that tells me that they probably know a realtor already. Okay, so that's a caution. And okay, well, just in case, let's say this home is something that's perfect and you love it and this and that. How do you plan on paying for the property? You know, are you choosing to finance, or do you have are you planning to purchase with cash? So a lot of buyers, you listen to how they respond, because this question about financing is critical to ask further questions. If they tell you they're cash, ooh, perfect, that's great. Okay, they're ready to go. They have the ability, and you should try to get them engaged. But if they have to get financing, whether it's FHA or a conventional loan, then you should follow up. You should ask them, have you been pre-approved recently by any lender, by your bank perhaps, or anything like that? And you stop and listen. If they have not been pre-approved, okay, they're early in their search. Maybe they haven't have a relationship with a realtor. That's a good signal. And you can get them pre-approved with one of our favorite lenders, like Lisa Overman over at ARC Home Loans. She can get them pre-approved in less than a day, and run the credit if they need to, or they could wait for that as well. If you're looking and they tell you they have already a pre-approval letter in their hand, ready at home, that's something that may be cautionary, and it's good and bad. It's good because that means they're serious. They are actively buyers looking to buy and sell, buy something in the near future, because they went through the steps of talking to a lender. Number two, it's good because they probably have been shopping around, visited other open houses, and searching and scouring the internet actively daily. And you should spend some time with them, selling them that home or asking them questions about what they're looking for. But what I want to find out, and this is something important to me, is have they written an offer in the last couple of months? Okay. Because if they've written an offer, I want to ask them the question, oh, you, okay. Have you written an offer in the past couple of months? It's been a very hot market. I'm just curious to see, how was your experience like? And then, oh, you did write an offer on 1 or 2 homes in the past. Okay. I'm sorry to hear you probably didn't get acceptance. It's been very, very lot of activity, a lot of a hot market in the past. So did you write the offer with your agent? And they're going to have to kind of tell you yes or no, because obviously they didn't write an offer themselves. So you look to see if they've written the offer with their own agent, or maybe they wrote it with the listing agent themselves. Okay. And then obviously they didn't get accepted, so they're not having success with their current agent. Well, so that's where you demonstrate where you can help, you can add value. Okay. So that's something to ask. Sometimes I wrote up a script here and someone was referred to me, or I scheduled an appointment with somebody via the floor time. So then this is the script that I would use when I want to try to capture an appointment time. Okay. So a lot of agents tell me, Kelvin, I'm afraid to meet them in person. I'm afraid to, what do I say? Oh, this and this and that. And I can tell you it's easy. Okay, follow the script. So I'll say, hi again. Hi there, Sally. Great to speak to you again. This is Kelvin Chang with Coldwell Banker Dynasty. I met you through our friend Brian, who referred me your name and number. And I've definitely had some success and a great relationship with Brian. And he told me that you might be interested in buying real estate, in purchasing a new home in the near future for you and your family. Is that correct? Great. I'd love the opportunity to really meet with you and your family, really to discuss the details of purchasing a home, to understand the criteria that you're really looking for so that we can get the dream home you're looking for, as well as get you acquainted and help you get started in the home buying process. I'd love to teach you some tricks and tips to help you get prepared. Is there time we can spend maybe 30 to 45 minutes together and set up an appointment? Do you have any questions for me at this point in time? They're going to say no. Great. So how is your timing like? Are you available this Thursday or maybe even the weekend on Saturday at 2 o'clock, where I can come and meet you and really go over? We can meet somewhere neutral. We can meet at a Starbucks or at my office. And if they're very busy or they respond, they're good, great, set the appointment. Okay. I understand you have a very, very busy schedule, Sally, but it's very important for us to meet to go over some of your criteria, because my goal is not to show you 50 homes and take up all of your weekends showing you many, many, many different homes. My goal is to help understand your situation, understand what you're looking for. And that way I can filter a lot of the homes out there and really show you the ones that are great matches for your situation and for your family. You tell me, I can tell you're probably looking for something with a yard. You're looking for a single family home. You're looking for something in a good school district. And those are great, but let's get into more detail. Let's understand if you're open to something more remodeled, or maybe you're looking to something that you can work on and repair, cosmetic fixers. These are where you can get better value. So when you go through those questionnaires, my goal is I want to show you the different properties that match your criteria and get you one step closer to finding the perfect home for you and your family. And I want to definitely respect each other's time. That's why let's keep it 30 to 40 minutes. You'll get a chance to talk with me and ask any questions you may have. And I can get to know you better so I can know exactly what you're looking for and not waste a lot of time and keep, I understand you're very busy. So again, do you think what time is best for you? After work, evenings, maybe Saturday on 2 o'clock? Great, great, great. Okay, let's set the appointment. So definitely, once you get yourself an appointment, these are the questions and scripts that you need to throw into your dialogue to really understand their situation better. Okay, Sally, how long have you been looking for a home? Okay, that's a question that tells me how far into the process they are. It tells me that if they've looked at any homes, they visited open houses, and or just looking and browsing online. So if they did visit open houses, that tells me they're serious buyers. Okay, and so I would try to find out how they visited some houses. So if they were visiting, did they visit during open house, or did they have an agent show the property to them? So I can ask the question, oh, did that, and you throw it in. Oh, did an agent show you the property and open the doors for you? And if they said yes, that tells me they might have a buyer's agent helping them. Oh, okay. Is that agent happen to be someone you know, or is that did you just click some things online, or did you know a realtor? Blah 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 blah. Whenever they tell you, oh yeah, I used a relative, I had a friend open the door for me. Well, I would follow up that question. So I'll say something like, well, is that agent working in this area of Arcadia? Is that agent full time? Are they like myself? Or are they just kind of just helping you out as a friend? So you kind of want to distinguish whatever it is of how that relationship they have. Okay. Another time, I ask them, do you have any realtors sending you emails about listings and properties that are coming soon? I'd love to be that a realtor sharing with you information coming soon and things that hit the market right away, because the best properties tend to go right now within the first 7 and 10 days of of listing. They're flying off the shelves. This whole summer has been very, very hot market. So do you have anyone sending you listings? If they do, that's a cautionary red flag. If they don't, go ahead and get yourself to auto email them and build the criteria. So when I ask them, and this is another way to phrase this, have you recently worked with another agent or broker? If so, who did you work with? I actually do know a lot of realtors in the area, and It's a small community. So I just, just want to know if you have someone that's professional, or maybe it's someone that's just kind of part-time. And so this tells me some red flags, because if they did work with another realtor and they perhaps used someone to write an offer in the past, oh, have you ever written any offers on any properties recently? And then they're going to tell you, yeah, I wrote an offer on one. And I go, why do you think your offer wasn't accepted? Okay. And they're going to tell you, oh, there was like 10 offers on the home. And I go, okay. And did you write your offer above asking or not? And this and this and that. And then I say, then I really want to find out who they wrote the offer with. How about this? Let me, it's been a hot market, but would you like me to research exactly how much that property sold for? Let me show you some tricks. And I pull it on, I go on MLS and I show them that it sold for $700,000, okay? Whatever it is. Now, one of the backgrounds I want to find out, so where are you living right now? Are you living in Temple City, Arcadia? Are you renting, or are you currently own your own home? Oh, okay. So you're paying roughly your rent $3,000 a month, and you're looking for something larger. Okay, great. So that's why we have a discussion with the lender, so we can find out what we can get a maximum, what the amount of maximum we can get approved for in terms of financing. And if they are currently renting, definitely tell them it's you're paying. You guys are currently helping your landlord pay off his mortgage. And what I really find valuable in terms of my broker guidance is how you can be paying off your own property and really finding properties, even if you don't have a large down payment. I have great lenders who can help you with 3.5%, as low as 3.5% down. So if you'll find out that your payments on your mortgage is going to be very, very similar to what you're paying in rent, except you will be the one enjoying the pride of ownership. You will be the one who's building equity every single month and building your credit as well. So when I talk to them as well, I asked them, oh, you're leasing. Okay. Do you know when your lease expiration is about to end? Oh, it's coming soon. Your landlord's asking you to get out because they want to sell the property. Okay. I gotcha. I understand. There's a lot of tenants being forced into bad situations, and I'm here to help. I'm here to help you. So you got 2 more months before you have to leave. Okay, our time is running short. Let's get pre-approved. Let's get your filter search going. Let's go start looking at homes right away, because sometimes it takes 30 to 60 days to close escrow, and that way you can meet your deadline. If they own a home, that's even better, where they got to sell a property and they want to buy something. That's 2 transactions already in one. So you might want to help them price their home. You want to help them be able to teach them the contingent sales strategies and tips that I already have pre-recorded in my YouTube channel. So make sure you look at the video called Structuring Concurrent and Contingent Closings. And that video teaches you all of the strategies that I do when selling a concurrent listing and buying at the same time. So it's a very, very complicated transaction, but as your broker or agent, let me help you, guide you, because it takes very great realtor to be able to orchestrate 2 transactions, a sale and a purchase at the same time. So sharpen your pencils on concurrent closings, because that's very, very frequent and common right now in a hot market that's doing a lot of these sales and activity right now. Let me pause here before I get to question number 5. I got a lot of you guys on the call. Any questions you guys want to take, or I'll take some questions from the floor on any of the questions that I said above, or how I pre-qualify a client. Any comments? Well, thank you for joining in on the training. Let's continue on to paragraph 5, and feel free to stop me anytime. The true intentions I need to find out is the motivation of when they're looking to purchase. So I asked the question, how soon do you need to move? Okay. And sometimes they'll tell me, we're just looking right now. We don't need to move. And we're just kind of early in the process, that's okay. That's fine. Or sometimes they're very motivated. Maybe they're having a baby. Maybe they're having a marriage and they're a wedding and they're trying to move into their first starter home. Maybe they really need to move because they're moving out of state. They have a job relocation. They're having financial difficulties. They want to be closer to their work or family. They're downsizing, upsizing, whatever it is. Find out that true motivation, because I know a lot of landlords are kicking their tenants out because of the eviction moratorium being halted. Divorce is a very common issue right now, and conflict with their family or their in-laws needing to cash out. There's lots of reasons, but all of them have a rough time frame, so you can determine how much time and how much effort you're going to spend with them. So if they're farther away, 6 months to 9 months away, plant the seeds, get them just a monthly or weekly update of the listings. And you'll find out that sometimes these people who are far away might be closer than you think. So let me, even though it's far away, I want to teach you some ways to really prepare your financing, how to build your credit, and make sure you pay off all your credit cards on time. Make sure you don't hold a large balance in this kind of revolving credit. Make sure you're not taking on any new large purchases like a vehicle or a vehicle lease. These could impact your financing ability. I would suggest you wait after you purchase to finance anything else. Okay. Now, that's a question that I could find their motivation. Let's say they tell me they're looking to buy a starter home in Temple City and they have a budget for $700,000. Okay, great. So let's say client Sally, you tell me you said this is your budget, you're up to 750. Let's say I even found you that 4-bedroom home that has 1,500 square feet, beautiful yard, ready to go, cosmetic repairs. Let's say you find it and I can get you that deal for $680,000. Would you be able to and willing to write an offer on this home immediately? Okay, listen to their answer. Because there are times where I get information of coming soon properties that I can give you information on, let you know, give you a showing before it hits the market. Would you be able to and willing to be able to write an offer quickly? Okay. If you stop, wait, and listen, if they tell you absolutely for 680, it has 1,500 square feet, 4 beds, I'd love that. If they had that kind of reaction, that tells me they're a good client and you should be spending some time with them. But if they hesitate, if they kind of give you, well, I'd have to check with my husband, we're gonna have to do this and this and this, they give you some excuses, what would hold you back? Because if it's better priced than what you're budgeting and it meets your needs, what's holding you back from writing an offer? That is going to red flag caution that they might be working with somebody else. So sometimes I would, throw something out there. That's why I tell you to know the inventory. Go to the caravan so you know coming soon. So because I would say, look, client, look right here. I'm going to give you a real example right now. Client, look, I have a property that I can share with you right now. And I'm going to start sharing my screen. And I would show them something like this. Look, client, I have this beautiful home right here. You guys see my screen, right? Okay, I hope so. This is there's 4 beds, 2.5 baths, 1,647 square feet, much larger than you told me you would like. And guess what? For Temple City in a great location, it's only $742,000. Okay. If you wanted to buy this home in a great location right here, if you look at the map, it's right here on Santa Anita. It has a great location, blah, 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 blah. And the there's HOA that's very, very low. Okay. You're not going to find a great starter home like this for this price in this Arcadia Temple City region. I need you to act quick when we find a great property. Take a look at the interior. You have a beautiful home. It's got a tiled roof with some decorative pillars up there. Nice front yard, 2-car garage, and it's cosmetic repairs. Interior wise, you have a nice family floor plan. You have some nice wood features inside. And if you take a look, it's not much work at all. This bathroom is remodeled already. These are newer cabinets, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances included with recessed lighting. You don't need to do much. You got a nice accent up here with a recessed ceiling and a fan, tile floors, and you could do repairs and renovations later on. You got washer and dryer right near the kitchen. You got a Nest thermostats right here installed, high ceilings in the master bedroom with views, and a nice little master bath area, double doors, very, very comfortable and private feeling over here. Dual sinks in your master. This has everything you need for a starter home, and you don't have to do too much work in this one. Okay, so if you want to go and buy, I need you to be able to write an offer quickly, and you're telling me you wouldn't be able to. This is a hot home. Okay, and blah 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 blah. What I want to share with you lastly is you got a huge yard right here. Besides your sliding doors from the family room, this landscaping can be done at any time. Okay, so you have, yes, it's dirt right now, it doesn't look great, but imagine all the potential that you have. You can plant some nice trees and make this into a nice little shed. You have a covered patio. What more can you ask for? Okay. If they tell you and hesitate, they're not realistic, because this price is amazing. So what are you going to do? The only way I can really point this out to them is if I follow my marketplace and I know the inventory and I know what deals are out there, because I always want to have a go-to deal, A, B, and C. Every single week, I have 3 listings that I want to promote and sell at any given time in every single city. Okay. And if you're following the market and you're logging into your MLS every single day, you know what's a hot deal. If you're not following your market, then you need to sharpen your toolkit, because that's why you visit caravans. That's why you listen and look at the MLS and the photos, because I could pull up another good deal here and there. Okay. I mean, there's another one in El Monte. Okay. And if I pull this one up right here on Magnolia, no, not this one. Sorry, hold on. Okay. I mean, this is for someone who wants something more move-in ready. Okay. And I tell the client, look, client, I got right here a really beautiful 3-car garage, over 2,000 square feet, newer construction building in Magnolia and El Monte. This property has a gated front entry, so you have that privacy and you have that, even though it's El Monte, it's a private community that's very hard to get access and this and this and that. You got stairways with beautiful wrought iron material finish, high recessed lighting and ceiling with recessed lights, double door, beautiful grand entry with nice newer floors. And then you have this and this and that. You got the staircase leading upstairs with plantation shutters. And just take a look at the dining area. You got built-in cabinetry with stone countertops. And then you look at this big, big kitchen, so much storage area for all of your pots and pans. And you got stainless steel appliances. This is a perfect place to call a kitchen. You can even add yourself a little center island to make this beautiful place to have a little breakfast counter. Dual sinks in your master bath. Nice lighting and fixtures as well for the accents. Look at this children's room. Look at the closets. This is spacious bedrooms, glass shower enclosure with beautiful decorative tiling, customized, fits perfectly in the space. This is even an upgraded toilet as well with some features. So you take a look at here, This is a beautiful, great home. You're not going to have to deal with any issues and problems. I know you're a very busy professional, so just buy this for now. Not worry about it. Your master closet has some decorative built-in shelving as well to really give you a nice space to change your clothes and this and this and that. And you got a big backyard as well. Has some grass area for your pets. You know, it has everything, security lights. You have rain gutters. Tile roofs are built very, very well on a foundation concrete slab with planters and trees. So I'm just telling you, for this, you get 2,100. That's less than 400 something a square foot, about 400 for 868,000, and you get a 3-car garage. And there's only 3 homes in this PUD, very small community where you'll hopefully get along with your neighbors, blah, 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 blah. It's less than 2 years old, buyer. What can you ask for? Okay, 400 a square foot, blah, 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 blah. And so this is where you need to know inventory, because I could push this product on anyone and I can get them to buy. Okay, how sharp are you on your skills when you talk to a client? So let's get back into the materials. Any questions right now? A lot of it has to do with your enthusiasm, your excitement. So I hope you could work on your agent realtor scripts and language, because once you could tell a professional realtor versus a part-time agent who doesn't really know what they're talking about. I can go to any open house and I can tell you if they're good or bad. Okay, just by asking a few questions. So I hope you are polishing your skills and your presentations ability. So definitely ask other questions. Getting back into this, I talked about your perfect property scenario, and I want to know what is their estimated price range, what are they considering as their budget, and how do they find out that budget? Because sometimes they're wanting to buy, like I said, an $800,000 budget, but they want like a 4,000 square foot home. Okay, we're gonna have to go all the way to Victorville if you want a 4,000 square foot home at $800,000. Okay. Now, if they have conversations and they want to keep their monthly payments, this and that at a certain budget, that tells me they had some planning going on if they already know the monthly payment budget, and hopefully they've already spoken with the lender lender to get pre-qualified. But better yet, in this market, you got to get not only pre-approved, hopefully you get DU approved, which is already went through an underwriter. How much cash are you intending to put down for your down payment for the purchase? 20% down, 30% down, find out how realistic they are, and what they have in reserves. Is that cash actually in a savings account, or is it locked up in stocks or mutual funds or CD, blah, 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 blah. I want to find out the neighborhood and location and kind of size of the home, any specific needs, like I want a pool, or I need to have a school district, or I need to have all the bedrooms. I need single story. Okay, I need something that has a backyard for entertaining and patio, because I always entertain guests and have parties. I need something with views. Whatever it is, separate a need from a want. Okay, want is something like, I would love to have something that's remodeled. I would want something that has a master that has dual sinks. I want something that has a walk-in closet for all of my this and that. I want something with upgraded plumbing and roof, because I don't want to deal with big issues later on in the future. So, I want something in a quiet tree-lined street versus I need something that is not on a commercial street or busy area. There's different things. Okay, so sometimes I found out that there's people that say I need a single family, but guess what? I converted them into a PUD or a townhouse because it was a better value for them. Okay, they sacrificed the yard and they decided they wanted more square footage. There's people that think they want a single family, but they could have an open to other alternatives or options that you introduce to them. Okay, because what I just showed you right now is a PUD with a big square footage, but minimal yard, some yard, but not that great. Now, would anyone be helping you making the buying decision? Your spouse, How about your parents, or how about your relatives? Is someone who can help you with down payment or gift funds? Is there any special requirements you need when you're buying a property? Like some people say, I can't have a stairway because I'm handicapped, or I'm getting older, my age, I don't want to climb up, my knees are bad. So, to ask about their employment, W-2 versus 1099, or business owners, find out how they have their income and whether that income is in the US, um, and try to find out what their showing schedule is. That shows that you care. So if they like weekends, then you try to show them on weekends because that's their schedule permits that time frame. But if they're saying they're open anytime, or they're open in the evenings, or this, that tells me they're very committed and serious. So hopefully you can get them to go on a nice schedule of once a week, take them to show 3 or 4 homes a week, and make it a fun event. So this is what I tell to a couple. I say, buyer and seller, husband and wife, you know, let's make this fun, guys. I'm not here to waste our weekends. Let's make this an educational lesson as well as a fun experience to take the family out and look at homes. So here's what I'll do for you. When we go visit 3 or 4 homes a week, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'll pick out a good selection of homes that you love. You tell me the ones that you want to see as well. I'll make the appointments. When we're seeing the home, let's have an open mind. I'm going to tell you, please, and give me, I'm going to tell you the brutal, honest truth. So I'm going to tell you the good things and the bad things. I'm going to teach you a little bit about a lesson about real estate, about material choices, what the sellers have done recently. And I have a great eye for repairs, cosmetic versus significant. And I'll share with you some lessons about what to look out for. And what are the things that I look for in a good home, like having a tiled roof, having a strong foundation, having not just a little pretty vinyl flooring, but what's beneath? Where are the areas that I look for in terms of cracking, in terms of moisture, in terms of leaks and ceiling leaks? I'll tell you about deteriorated wood and where I can see termite damage and where I can see some areas that need correction right away. So if you would like to take those lessons with me, that's why you want to sign my exclusive buyer relationship contract. And I'll make sure that you learn so much, and I'm going to save you and add so much value to be as your exclusive buyer's agent. Okay? That's what you need to do sometimes in this market right now, because buyers are not going to be loyal all the time. So those are my scripts that I use. I ask them how they like to communicate, whether are they accept texting, and can I text both of you guys at the same time? I don't want you guys to incur any text charges, blah, 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 blah. Or sometimes they like to be emailed. I don't know. So I also like to find out their work schedule. So, do you get breaks at 12 to 1? Can I text you guys during the evenings? This and that. So listen, the bottom line is some people fit very well together. I fit well with everyone because I happen to adapt my own personality to them. But if you're not able to adapt, then learn and find out what their personality style. I have a class on that in my YouTube channel about personality styles and being adaptive. It's very important to feel comfortable so that you can talk the open truth, brutal honesty, good and bad, pros and cons. Because if you find that there's some sort of awkwardness, if you find that there's kind of some people holding back, not telling you the truth, that's a client that creates some sort of uneasy feeling with me. So I might decide not to work with them or walk away. Because if they don't respond back, or they're not communicative, or they ignore me, I value my time very, very, very well and highly. And it's too valuable for me to waste too much time with people who don't communicate back. So I give them 1 chance, 2 chance, and by the 3rd chance, they don't communicate back to me for a showing that I told them this is a good home, let's go see it right away. Then I'll let them go. Okay, but that's just for me. Okay, I still recommend following up with people once every month or 2, just so maybe they are just very in a bad timing. Maybe they're having an argument at home. Maybe there's a conflict at work. Sometimes there's reasons that are outside my control, and that's why they didn't answer you. But rely on your gut feelings. If you feel that someone is a stranger and you don't trust them, or meet somewhere public, or don't go alone to your showings for the first few times. Bring someone like a friend or relative or a spouse or another colleague realtor with you to make sure you're safe. Okay. So sometimes it's okay to say no, because I don't, I can't say yes to everybody that wants to work with me. I have to draw the line with the people that feel, comfortable with me and that are committed to me and very, like I said, all of the above. Okay. So if I know they're serious and they're motivated, but for whatever reason, I don't feel I'm a good fit personally, go ahead and refer them to another Coldwell Banker Dynasty agent. Okay. Sometimes that client might not speak my language. Sometimes that client might be working in San Bernardino Valley and I don't want to drive to San Bernardino. Then I can match you with other Dynasty agents that I know that are in the area over there. They work that area, and you can still collect that referral fee. Okay. No matter whoever it is, even throughout the globe, out of state, we can hook them up with another great realtor, help you get a 25% referral fee. So the people who go through my steps, they answer my questions, they make me feel comfortable. Those are the ones that deserve my full energy and my commitment. And they're the ones that deserve my weekends and my evenings and showing them homes and finding the right property and putting together a hot search. And I'll scour the MLS and off markets every single day for them, for the ones that commit to me. Okay. So that's what I kind of script you guys on in terms of kind of just some ideas to think about. Any questions at this point in time? You guys are quiet. Yeah. Yes, Julia.
I have a client who wants to buy a house, but out of state. It's another state near Chicago. So we have a refer the company.
Yep. So they want to buy in Chicago or they want to buy here?
Chicago, that area. Near.
I got a great one of the biggest company in Chicago is called Coldwell Banker. It's one of the NRTs over there. They have the most market share. So I could hook you up with somebody, the manager of the office.
Yeah. The price is not so high. I think in that a small town near Chicago. So I don't know if cover. I will give you the information.
Hey, even if it's only $500,000, $400,000, you can still get 25% referral fee, and they still charge a higher commission, like 2.5%, 3% over there.
Okay. That's great. I will do later. So my client is ready by cash.
Good. If you want to scour the real estate market over there, let me show you a cool trick as well. So let's say you have an out-of-state Chicago buyer. It could be for Las Vegas. It could be for New York, New Jersey, anywhere. You just go to your clmls.org. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and log in for you guys. You guys see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Julia, for your situation, you want to search out of state? Here's what I would do too. Because you have a cash buyer. So in that situation, that's a hot client. So here's what I would do. So instead of logging into the normal MLS, which is California, I just log into RPR. Tell me what city, the small town that you're looking for, Julia.
The small town. Oh my God. She gave me Chinese name. I don't know the English name.
Okay. Do you know where it is on a map?
You know the university?
Okay, what university is it? Yes.
Oh my God. Saint Anna University. Hold on.
Santa Ana University, Illinois. Kit Santa Anita? No.
No, it should be Indiana State, near Chicago.
Indiana is not Chicago.
Oh,
Could be a state, man.
Yeah, Chicago's in Illinois. So this is Santa
Oh,
Ana
maybe
College
she
right here.
gave me the. She doesn't know. She lives in China. That's why. Hold on. Let me immediately find. Because her key. Something wrong.
Well, so I'm going to show you guys what I would do normally. I'm looking for sale, active, and I'm looking for, in this situation, I think they're looking for something for children to go to school. So they probably want low maintenance, like a condo or a townhouse. So the low price, she told me already, and they're looking for something under $600,000. Okay.
Yeah.
And
South Bend. Oh, I have the town name. South Bend, Illinois. It is correct. IN is what kind of state? IN should be Indiana. Yeah, Indiana. Correct. That one.
okay, what's their budget up to?
Huh?
Budget.
Budget
Cash.
up to 200,000.
Okay,
A little more than is okay.
Okay, so let's put the filters are now in. I'm looking for condos and townhomes for a college
Yes.
kid in Indiana, because I know
Right.
they're not going to want single family.
Okay.
All right, now in my search, I just did this in minutes. I got 14 homes to share to my client right away.
Oh,
I can just go ahead and click all of them and then print it or create a report, email it out to my client. What do I got here? Okay, the highest priced home is 600,000 for a 3-bed, 2-bath, new construction. So I go, hey client, you're up. I know you only want to spend 550, but this is all brand new. Okay, wait. Okay, this one's not good. This looks like it's okay. This is just a Google Maps. So anyway, let me show you what I don't think they did the marketing well. I'll show you the next listing. Okay, so if you want to go on the higher end, we have something right here. These condos are only 579,000, and you can have your choice because these are all brand new construction, and they're going to start building these out. Your student daughter could live here, and this is their staged model home, and you could have your choice of the units that are available right now. I get you over here near that place. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. So here I can find all of this out is owners by some, 280 a square foot, blah, 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 new construction, and they'll build it for my client's needs. Okay. This is what I would do, Julia. If your client was interested in this one, I call Stephen Smith on his mobile phone and I negotiate a 50% referral fee. Let him represent the buyer. My buyer's cash.
That's great.
I need a cash. I want a 50% referral, but my client will give him cash. Can you show it to them? Can you give us a walkthrough by video? Can you show it to them or do this and this and this? Okay, that's what I would do, Julia, for your situation, because your cash buyer is.
You mean 50%?
Yeah, 50%.
Okay, good.
You can call them up and negotiate. You only have 13 homes to call up. But that's a new construction. Let's just say something that's on the market, that's normal. Okay, this one's a little bit, this is very cute. I can show my client, look, you can buy this, has, nice little decorative things for your, they can cook at home. They could rent out a bedroom to their friend student for, $700 a month. And then you're pays half your mortgage off. This is a good buy. Go ahead and you can, find a.
Yeah, this is perfect for them.
Okay. And you don't have to break the bank for 600,000. You got this home. It has its own garage, and then we'll write an offer for 241,000. Here, I'll call the Steve Smith for you and I'll negotiate it. Okay. And then boom, boom, boom. I have Steve's number. I call him on his cell phone. I email him.
Yeah,
Okay.
very nice.
You don't need to give 75% of your commission away. I know all of you guys are strong enough to negotiate half the commission, 40%, whatever it takes. You negotiate your worth, but you got a cash buyer going, ready to move, and the student, the area they want to be in.
Yeah.
Okay? So I open up the map and I just pick the homes that are near the college.
Yes, near the
Okay.
college.
That's all you got to do, guys.
Okay. Very good suggestion.
Okay. So I guess that's
Can I
it,
ask you
unless you guys
something?
have any questions right now.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, Adam.
Okay, on the remember is that the corner say the Steve Smith. Sometimes it's not a listing agent. They are buying those zip code. Sometimes it's like third party. It's not. Sometimes when you call, it's not even a listing agent.
Okay, you're not searching it through RPR. You're searching it through Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, something else.
Okay.
RPR. This is the actual listing agent. This is in.
Oh, okay.
This is in the national MLS.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's why I didn't point you to all those other websites. It does not hurt to go to 429 South Bend, Indiana, and you can supplement your due diligence. Just type it in, put the address in, and I don't mind. Go ahead and go to Zillow and other websites to find more information. Yeah, go ahead. That helps.
Double check it.
Double check it. But in this situation, what I found, and you're gonna find too, it will say Steve Smith for, okay, this one is in escrow now. Okay, you see here. So I wouldn't, I could share it to my client and tell, oh, you missed this one, it just went into escrow. So this gives me information, guys. Look. So it's accepting backup offers. Steve Smith is listed here, Adam.
Oh, okay.
And then I could go ahead and find out a little bit about the history. Watch. Pending as of July 15th. Okay. When I go to here, let me go to my results. What address did I put? Abby Smith? Abby.
Yeah, this one.
I know ship, but it still show active on the Zillow. So it's in escrow.
I believe it's because there's two listings for sale here.
Different units.
One is 1767 and one is 1536. So that's why it's good, like you said, Adam, double cross-reference what I'm sending out. So if I have 10 that I'm picking out, why not go to Zillow or some other national website to see some history to double check if it's available or not? It's still showing active because they labeled this as active accepting backup offers. So that's why they're still allowing us to see it and submit offers.
Oh, I see.
Okay. But if they put it as pending, it would not show up here. Okay. This one did a price reduction. Only 79,000, and you can get
So cheap.
a 864 square feet condo. So wow, that's so cheap.
Wow, it's really cheap.
It's not bad for that. This is good for one or two people, but you got to put some work in carpet, I guess.
Need some TLC.
It doesn't need too much. Flooring is easy. Okay. So I'd call Jennifer, talk to her, and then just the real estimate is $90,000 more. So this is the best value in this area. So what do I do again? I put it in and Google search it just to help my client out, make sure we're looking at something decent. And this one is 10,000 price reduced a couple of days, 6 days ago. Okay.
Wow.
So cheap. Okay. So you can see the history, you know, you have the agent's information. Go ahead and go get yourself a referral fee and negotiate more than 25% if you want. Okay. Yeah. They tried to sell it for 90,000.
They didn't even reduce price.
Yeah, they reduced it to 79. So that's a big,
Maybe not
that's
good location.
11% price reduction.
Maybe
And all it needs
location.
is, it looks like it just needs the flooring in a couple areas. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Anything else?
Okay.
Any other questions?
Kevin, where did you get going in? I mean, which from MLS? Which one?
Right here.
No,
RPR.
not Zillow, not Zillow. I mean our MLS, our system. How to search this one? The out of state.
RPR. Right here. You see my screen, right?
Yeah, but now the screen is Zillow.
Okay,
You
so
are on the Zillow right now.
let me show you again. Let me show you again.
Yeah, from beginning, where do you get in?
After you log into your MLS,
Okay,
right?
okay. Yes,
Okay, you see my screen, right?
yes.
Go to RPR,
Oh, RPR, okay.
Realtor
Got it.
Property Resource.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay. And I just copy and paste to Zillow it or something else just so you can cross-reference some background. And then you can, that gives you a lot of information to call the listing agent. Oh, I noticed you price reduced. Hey, I got a buyer, we're cash. What kind of repairs do we need to do on the property? Okay, my client is a student buying a dad buying it for a student. He can pay cash. Can you help them with the floor remodel after close of escrow? Okay, great. Blah, 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 blah. You know, can you give me a referral fee? I'll hand over the client to you. We want it. Okay. Give me a 50%. I'll give you my client's name and number. And then I'll coach them through the process. I'll help you with the translation, blah, 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 whatever you want. Okay.
okay, gotcha. Thank you.
So just finding some ways for you guys to generate income, because it doesn't have to be like, it could be a prospect. You could be lead generation. You could be doing the open houses like I showed you, or just getting referral fees from out of state, anything like that. You know, there's money to be had, but we're slipping it through our fingers. Okay. Don't let them slip. Close the grip on down to your income and get your business going and thriving this upcoming next year. Thanks, everyone. Any other questions?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks, you guys.